Today, you will take the ELA 7th grade Reading Objective CDB, number 3. Please go to the next slide. Use Playing for Peace to answer questions 1 through 8. Number 1. Which words from paragraph 3 help the reader understand the meaning of the word daunting? A. Challenge of solving real-world crises. B. Make the world a better, more peaceful place. C. Demonstrates that young children. D. Have the desire. Number 2, which of these is an opinion the author expresses about the World Peace Game? A. Hunter now spends part of his time teaching the World Peace Game to other teaching professionals through a partnership with schools in other Virginia counties. B. It is no surprise that both Hunter and the World Peace Game are becoming well known beyond the borders of Virginia. C. Time magazine named Hunter one of the 12 education activists to watch in 2012. D. The students also participated in a mock news conference and asked the press secretary questions about real-world issues. Number 3. The photograph of Hunter and his game helps the reader understand that the game A. Involves a detailed setup. B. Requires a specific number of players. C. Leads to thought-provoking discussions. D. Includes a great amount of physical activity. Proceed to slide 5. Hunter most likely believes that students who play the World Peace Game will A. Be motivated to find careers that are involved with promoting world peace. B. Think of new rules and scenarios for the game as they play. C. Be more aware of the events taking place in the world around them. D. Create their own version of the game to share with their friends and families. Number 5. Read these sentences from the selection. This means that attempting to solve one problem can trigger or affect another problem, paragraph 2. They end up considering deep moral questions in the process and thinking critically about the possible outcomes of their decisions, paragraph 4. These sentences help the reader understand that playing the World Peace Game, A, can be an intense experience for players when they consider the impact of their choices. B, often leads players to become discouraged by the results of their choices. C, can be frustrating to many of the players because of its complexity. D, often results in players changing what they value in life. Please continue to slide 6. Number 6. Based on the details in paragraph 6, the reader can conclude that Hunter most likely A, thinks it is important to share the ideas and values of the World Peace Game with others. B, enjoys teaching others how to facilitate the World Peace Game more than playing the game himself. C, feels responsible for making sure people around the world follow the rules of the World Peace Game. D, knows that students will continue playing the World Peace Game when they are older. Number 7, the author includes the quotation in paragraph 3 to A, explain how students are able to achieve the goals of the game. B, Demonstrate that the game is a valuable way to teach students about world cultures. C. Suggest that playing the game has motivated students to create their own games. D. Provide insight into how students react to playing the game. Please proceed to slide 7. Number 8. What is the best summary of the selection? A. John Hunter, a 4th grade teacher, created the World Peace Game in 1978. In the game, the students find solutions to world problems. His students spend 8 weeks each year playing the game. The World Peace Game has attracted the attention of many different people around the world. B. In 1978, teacher John Hunter created the World Peace Game and shared it with his students. The game requires students to collaborate in order to solve simulated world problems. The game has attracted the interest of people all over the world. Hunter hopes playing the game will have a positive, lifelong impact on students. C. Every year, teacher John Hunter's students play the World Peace Game in his 4th grade class. In the game, students are assigned to a country and make decisions that will solve problems their country faces. Students must work together to solve the problems in the game. When all the problems are solved, the game is over. D. Since 1978, teacher John Hunter's students have been playing the World Peace Game. The game has gained Hunter attention from TV producers, and students from around the world are now playing it. Hunter and his class have even been asked to explain the rules and purpose of the game to the U.S. government officials. Please proceed to slide 8. Use the following story, Robots on the Reef, to answer the questions 9 through 12. Number 9. What is one reason scientists are excited about the idea of using coral bots to restore the reefs? A. Coral bots will imitate insects and birds. B. Programming coral bots takes less time than training a diver. C. Coral bots are unlikely to cause more damage to a reef. D. Coral bots will be able to repair reefs more effectively than divers can. Number 10. Noel Sharkey's comment in paragraph 5 helps the reader understand how coral bots would A. Work in groups to perform a task. B. Be programmed to follow a set of rules. C. Give researchers a new way to collect data about the coral reefs. D. Be used to perform difficult tasks on land as well as in the water. Please proceed to slide 10. Thank you. Number 11. The author organizes this selection mainly by A. Discussing the activities that cause damage to the coral reefs. B. Explaining how damage to coral reefs has become more severe over time. C. Describing how coral bots could save some of the problems associated with restoring coral reefs. D. Comparing the methods that divers use to repair coral reefs to the methods used by coral bots. Number 12. Which sentence from the selection best explains why the health of coral reefs is of great concern to the scientists? A. Coral reefs are home to 1/4 of all marine life on the planet and serve as a natural barrier against damage caused by storms, hurricanes, and typhoons. A. Coral reefs are home to 1/4 of all marine life on the planet and serve as a natural barrier against damage caused by storms, hurricanes, and typhoons. B. These reefs can be damaged by natural disasters such as hurricanes, or they can be affected by human-related activities such as large ships running their hulls across a reef or fishing equipment scraping the sea floor. C. Scientists at CMBB hope to program coral bots to locate colonies of endangered coral and reconstruct them. D. Scientists and volunteer divers work to reassemble damaged coral, but their success has been minimal. Please advance to slide 11. Use something fishy to answer questions 13 through 16. Number 13, what is the author's primary purpose for writing this selection? A, to highlight the importance of the fishing industry in cities along the Yangtze River. B, to describe how Three Gorges Dam uses the flow of the Yangtze River to create energy for people in China. C, to provide information about the different species of fish that populate the Yangtze River. D, to explain how scientists monitor the impact of the Three Gorges Dam and determine strategies for reversing its effects. Please proceed to slide 13. Number 14. Which sentence from the selection best supports the idea that careful adjustments to Three Gorges Dam can improve the quality of the Yangtze River? A. Ickles helped researchers embed transmitters into a small sample of fish in the Yangtze River basin. B. They hope to determine the right amount of water to release from the dam in order to support the natural breeding of the fish. C. The dam is located on the Yangtze River, one of the most important rivers in China, famed for its diverse wildlife. D. Other fish are important for maintaining the fishing industry, a major part of the economy for cities on the river. 15. The Latin word ob, means in the way. It helps the reader understand that the word obstructs in paragraph 2 means A. Reverses, B. Defeats, C. Lengthens, D. Hinders. Number 16. By using transmitters to track the fish in the Yangtze River, researchers most likely will be able to A. Monitor the number of fish living in the river basin, B. Estimate how many fish are needed to sustain the population, C. Determine how changes to the river disrupt the life cycle of the fish, D. Learn which types of fish are preferred by the fishing industry in the surrounding cities. Please proceed to slide 14. Use robots on the reef and something fishy to answer questions 17 through 21. Number 17. How are the problems discussed in Robots on the Reef and Something Fishy different? A. In Robots on the Reef, scientists have a plan to solve the problem, while in Something Fishy, scientists still need to determine the solution to the problem. B. In Robots on the Reef, experts are seeking a permanent solution to a problem, while in Something Fishy, experts are looking only for a temporary solution to a problem. C. In Robots on the Reef, the problem mainly affects life in the water, while in something fishy, the problem mainly affects life on the land. D, in robots on the reef, the problem was caused intentionally, while in something fishy, the problem was caused accidentally. Number 18, how are the coral bots discussed in robots on the reef and the fish transmitters discussed in something fishy similar? A, both are designed to independently complete a task. B, both assist scientists in tracking the amount of ocean life in a specific area. C, both are meant to be used by scientists to help restore an environment. D, both are programmed to model the behavior of insects.